I have to appreciate these guys and the ladies as well. And it's a big eye-opener for me, the extent at which these guys have trained, the extent at which they are playing. So I want to commend them, and I want to assure them that we as a state will support them.
If you look at the game of the wheelchair basketball, I mean, it takes, for you playing basketball, you could turn if you're able-bodied. But for them, they have to wheel that thing and turn around and do the same things you do. The rules are the same, and they have to score with the same height of the net. So you can imagine it's even more tasking than for those who are able-bodied. The motivation is the joy I derive from creating a life for a people who ordinarily people don't bother to associate with. People don't want to associate people who are physically challenged because they think they are not like them. They have nothing to offer. But you see, the opportunity and the potential that I see in these guys, it gives me so much pleasure. They even have much, much more than we who are able-bodied.
Tremendous improvement from what we've always had. But more importantly is the fact that we have actually climbed the ladder tremendously.
Yeah, it's talking about, I mean, what they actually face, the challenges playing wheelchair basketball. But I think we can actually take this further. I want to see the Nigerian team at the next Olympics. I know it's possible.
That was a plan for last year. You heard Victor Oche talking there. You also had President talking there. First person that spoke was Abraham Oke, the Commissioner of Sports in Oyo State. And the plan for last year, when this team, male and female, went to Algeria, that's talking about the Nigerian team, to get fight for a slot to get to the 2016 Paralympics. The ladies were close. They lost by just a point. For the guys, well, they were beaten. Yeah. But for the ladies, I know that. Yeah. So we're already looking at Tokyo now. But also, let's not forget, this year, the under-23 team are already preparing. I spoke to their coach, and now they're telling me like we have a good chance. Even the president told me in confidence that I should write it down somewhere that this under-23, he told me to pay special attention to that team from Kano, and they did well.
Okay, they did well, and hopefully they can continue in that way. All right, let's talk about the Flamingos right now. What happened on Saturday? On Friday here, we're just optimistic and say, okay, fine, they can actually go there, beat Korea, with Korea actually at the top of the table at the time. But just somehow, somewhere, Flamingos actually scored about how many goals going into the tournament? I think about 16 goals. But somehow they just couldn't get one in the tournament. That's the game you have as the first goal. I mean, someone just scored a hat-trick. And I mean, this usually is the reverse. When Nigeria go for a tournament like this at the group stage, somehow, usually in the quarterfinals, they don't get to go past the quarterfinals, but somehow at the group stage, they score as much goals as they can. But it just doesn't work out for them this time around.
I think we've taken it for granted that we always get to the quarterfinals. We've taken it for granted that we like scoring 5, 3, 4. It didn't happen for us. And it started with the first game. And, a lot of skeptics are saying that we're on a downward spiral, that our game is going down. I don't know if I agree, but if you want to go by the results, you would want to, look in that direction. But, in any tournament, no matter how good you are, once you lose your first game, it puts you under pressure, and you don't get to ride the second game, and now you're playing the third game against the best team in the tournament, by many people's estimation, and you were always going to be in trouble. And plus the mathematical calculations that were already into it, you beat this one, that one beats this one, and it's really sad. You had teams that were better prepared. I saw this team beat Liberia, beat South Africa, beat all those, and I knew that look, you can't be this dominant against other teams on the global scene. And we played for played for our not being prepared. We weren't ready. We came to this tournament, but I don't think we were ready.
Ready for that. And if you take a look at the statistics, I mean, the goals the Flamingos have scored even prior to this tournament in 15 matches in this tournament, talking about the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, they've scored about 41 goals. That's average per game 17.3. So that's actually huge. So somehow, I mean, in this one, they've actually made history in this one, becoming the second team that's going into the tournament without scoring a goal. Azerbaijan, remember, 2012, when they hosted, they didn't score a goal. Now the Flamingos, Nigeria, have actually joined that same that same group of countries that will go to a tournament and not scoring. They will be back in the country today, and hopefully the thing is, we'll say we can actually have the girls that can actually progress to under 20. The girls were good individually, they played their best, but somehow, when it is not your tournament, somehow it's not just your tournament. The Americans are also out of the competition. If you just take a look at the quarterfinals, what it looks like, you'll be surprised that one African country, Ghana, actually lost their opening game to Japan, but 5 goals to nothing, are in the quarterfinals. You would say somehow they did something right. They defeated the USA, and of course their last game they needed to win, and they got the victory 1-0 over Paraguay. And of course, what happened then? They are there. So the quarterfinals is going to start on Wednesday, and of course the other games will be on Thursday. So for Ghana, it's going to be a huge one for them. Now the quarterfinals game, the first time, the very first matches will be played on Wednesday. Mexico, Venezuela, Germany, and Spain. That's the game everyone will be looking forward to. It's going to be tight. And for Ghana, they will be playing, the team who just one player scored a hat-trick against Nigeria, Korea DPR. And of course, Japan and England will also be
if he had gone away, it probably would have been an all-African last 8. But it was.
No, it would have been England. No, okay, yeah.
If you had gone away, because we probably would have taken Korea.
I would have taken out Ghana. Trust, we don't have to play African country.
But it is what it is. There's nothing nothing we can do about it. But I think now we should not just start, blaming ourselves. It has happened. It even happens to the best. Spain went to the World Cup as defending champions, crashed out in the first round. It happens. So when something like this happened, you look at what went wrong. That's what we should do. All right, Cecilia, I think we should just bring people into all the things that we're doing.
Yes.
And of course, in case you're joining us for the first time, this is how you can do that on the show. You can contribute to the show by your thoughts, your views. You can send us a mail doing that at channelstv.com. On Facebook, it is channels-sports. And on Twitter, we always tell you that this handle is verified at channels_sports. You give us your thoughts on everything that we've talked about. We've talked about Formula 1, we've talked about football, we've talked about tennis. You can even throw in boxing. Maybe you're a big fan of Anthony Joshua and you're thinking, who is he going to fight next? You can throw all of that in. We will be here to read out your thoughts loud and of course speak up, and everybody will hear what you have to say. Cecilia, we have 1 or 2 tweets that we just picked out, and I think it's only proper for us to just so that you know that we love your comments, we love your contribution to the program. This one, let me quickly read it out and allow you to react to it. That's one of the tweets on screen, but this has to do with Super Eagles.
Yeah, happy to
Alex
get my first international debut.
Man of the moment.
Yeah, that's a good one for him. Celebrated the victory there with the Super Eagles. We'll come to these and more, but we'll just take a look at some of our fans on Twitter.
Yeah,
followers who are actually tweeting as I was talking about the Super Eagles game. And Yemi?
Yeah, Adebamiro Damilola at Daco 2010 says that we're talking about the Super Eagles. Says the Super Eagles good game, but there's still much to be done. I guess that's a word on the street. Poor defending was the reason why we considered that goal. Another person said, that's Bodrin Joseph, says Ekong is my man of the match. He was such a bully back then. Another one saying it was really a great result, Henry Iyon. Keep those comments coming.
Yeah.
We love to have those comments. We love to always know what you feel about some of the things that we're doing here. So much to say about the game.
Yes,
if we start, we may not even finish.
That's the way it is. But then let's just take a look at the game once again, just in case you missed some of the highlights. Of course, the goals that came in. Kelechi Iheanacho, and of course, Alex Iwobi, you saw the tweet right there when he says making his first competitive international debut and of course scoring a goal. It was really a wonderful one for the Super Eagles. 2-1 it ended in favor of Nigeria right there in Zambia.
And Mwene just finds this one. Again, it's Nigeria at the back with poor William Ekong. Kalengo's dropped down. Nechi, Iwobi, chance now for Nigeria. Offside flag takes down, and a missed opportunity. However, the offside flag had gone up from the second assistant. So question mark there. You can see Kennedy Mwene yet again telling his defenders to take it easy. So Looks like Nigeria are knocking on the Zambian door. Zambia have to be very careful, Victor.
That's a threat, good pass from Iheanacho show, and that is what Alex brings in. Very close call. Great pass for Bradley D. That should have stick. I personally believe that shouldn't be an offside call.
But it is Zambia again with Kalaba. Lungu, Chisamba, splitting pass to the right. Kalengo, which in across chance now. Besuma, opportunity for Zambia. Samba, Mawad. Interchange of passes in the box. You'd have hoped that Zambia were going to boot from that position. But Nigeria recovered very well with Ichijile. Now, cuts inside. Kwatembo shoots from afar. A good save from Kawhi Kemi. So, only now we've seen Zambia shoot at goal. And you can see Kawhi Kemi telling his defense now to take it a bit easy. But Kwatembo from out of Eto'o Sahel with the first test on the Nigerian goal. Now, a chance and Nigeria have scored. So, mistake there from Adrian Shamanda. Alex Iwobi puts Nigeria in the lead here at the 11 Monasa Stadium as Nigeria take the lead. So, a huge mountain for the Chipolopolo Saints now to climb as Kennedy, when you can see, was just telling his boys to have cleared that one. The pressure certainly coming through, but for Alex Iwobi, 2 goals in 2 games for the Super Eagles. Now, Kwayo, who has switched roles from the left to the right now. Good dummy. Chance now for some opportunity. And a good save by the goalkeeper, Kalaba. Second time attempt. And it's a foul against Kalaba. So, Mikel Obi put in the change of passes by Nigeria. Chance now for Nigeria. Mwena has been drawn out of his line. Opportunity. And that scores. 2-0 Nigeria lead here. My words. And it is promised Kelechi Nasha. Zambia being punished here into the last 3 minutes, and Zambia trailing by 2 goals to 0. It is now definitely a high mountain to climb for the Zambian side.
So I think Kale Kemi has been exceptional.
Mwanza, Lungu, difficult ball. Tembo, Kwayo.
Matiba is the man of the match for me. He's been everywhere.
Now brings in one. A handball appeal there. Give it, not give it. It's a goal! Zambia put one. Collins to Besuma. It is 2-1 here. Kenneth the man. Besuma puts one for Zambia. Yes. Celebration time. The Republican president feeling that if Patibo is not here, nothing's going to happen. Besuma pulling one back for Zambia. We are in for an exciting game here at the Levy Morata Stadium. Victor.
Yes, what a good goal. Poor defending. Maybe we should clear his line. But what a finish from Besuma. He's a goal pusher. And we know he can score. That poor defending from Mera, he should get it right. And what a finish.
And that's the goal that was conceded. I mean, some people say poor defending. Come on, give it to the Zambians. I mean, they played a fantastic game. Just that on the day, on that particular hot afternoon, the Super Eagles were better. Right? They played a good game, so give that goal to them. I mean, I love that goal.
Today, I don't want to talk about this game. I want to read your tweets. I want to hear your comments.
All right.
Because the emotions are getting the better of me. I don't know. We didn't have a defense.
We
didn't have a defense.
Now, you don't want to talk about the game. I think Alex Iwobi was actually happy. We saw the tweet earlier. You can see that again, he was really happy making his first, international debut. I mean, happy to get my first international competitive debut start. An international competitive goal for my country, as well as a win. Hashtag Super Eagles. I mean, I love that part. Nigeria, one of the moments there. I mean, really happy. And of course, Kelechi Iheanacho joining him there. I mean, Kelechi Iheanacho has no, I mean, he doesn't have his phone with him yet. I mean, I trust him that definitely by tomorrow he's going to give us something to talk about. They're not the only ones celebrating, The sports minister is also, I mean, he was really busy on social media while the game was going on. Super Eagles after the victory. Immediately after the victory, he got this picture on his Facebook page on how the Super Eagles were actually celebrating in the locker room. That's Nick Elubi, all of them there. I mean, the sweet victory for them. And the other one, when he was at the stadium, he says, celebrating Super Eagles 2-1 victories over Zambia, Chipolo. God bless Nigeria. I love the pictures there that he actually, posted on his Facebook page. That was when the goal was 2, and then when Nigeria was actually 2.
A lot of good things. Yes, a lot of good things about this game. Even at the height of our powers, going away to win. So I'll take this result, and I'll be happy with this result any day.
Anytime.
That first half performance, very good. But
very
a lot
good.
of things we need to work
Second half, okay, we'll be talking to Christian Chukwu because he doesn't want to talk about the Super Eagles because he will be going so emotional. We'll be talking to former Super Eagles coach Christian Chukwu after this break.